I'm Karen and I'm a rising senior at Homestead High School. My main project is the IoT weather indicator, which is a cloud in a jar that's connected to the cloud so that it changes colors when the weather condition changes. For my second milestone, I was able to set up the IFTTT applets so that the ring was able to change colors when the weather changed. And I also transferred all of my components from a breadboard to a PCB to make it more compact and permanent. So for the IFTT applets, they essentially connect the Weather Underground app, which is a weather service, to Particle, which is where I coded the conditions, and this made it so that when the weather changed on Weather Underground, this would run the code in Particle so that the NeoPixel ring would change. This would change the weather variable in Particle to the value that corresponded with the weather, and then this would change the NeoPixel ring's color. So since the weather doesn't change that much, I had to manually input the weather to test the ring. So if I input clear, then it'll change to yellow, and if I input snow, it'll be white. If I input rain, it'll be indigo, and if I input cloudy, it'll change to blue. So some challenges that I faced while doing this project was figuring out how to test the ring, because once I set it up, I realized that the weather doesn't change, so I wasn't able to depend on the weather changing to test it. But then I figured out I could manually input the conditions to make the ring change. And one thing that I learned from doing this milestone was how exactly the photon sent data to the ring to change the colors. I learned that it used PWMs, which are pulse width modulations, and these essentially vary the amount of time the switch is on and off in order to adjust the dimness of the RGB lights to change the color of the ring. So next I'm going to implement my modifications, which is going to be changing the color of the ring based on the time instead of the weather. Thank you.